The rover is configured to act as a wireless access point. So when it is turned on, I can connect to this network and open the user interface. I enter the rover's IP address and connect to it. I can see my current latency here. While connected, the status from the rover is displayed here. Current longitude, latitude, heading, accuracy, the GPS fix type, and the compass calibration. Down below is a map with the GPS coordinates that make up the path the rover will follow. If you click on one of these points, you can move its location. The blue point represents the coordinate that is the current destination. The X represents the current location of the rover. If the edit offset is enabled, you can adjust where the X is visually located on the map. This is needed because sometimes Google Maps doesn't always perfectly align with our known location. Below the map is a list that shows which order the coordinates are in for the path. It is possible to click on the items in the list and drag and drop them to rearrange the order or to delete them. Once we have properly set up our points for the mission, we send it to the rover. The rover replies when it has been successfully received. Another way that we can verify that the rover has a mission is by looking at the status. We can see here that there is a destination with the distance and bearing to the point. It is important to understand the difference between heading and bearing for the rover. The heading describes the actual direction that the rover is currently facing. The bearing is the direction to the current destination in relation to the rover's current location. We are now ready to have the rover run the mission. Once we tell the rover to go, the rover will proceed without user input until the last point is reached or until we tell it to stop. While it is running, there are several things that you can observe on the user interface. Here is the status of the rover's vision, or its obstacle detection and avoidance. Each block represents a sector in front of the rover. If an object is detected in that sector, an X will be displayed and the rover will go into obstacle avoidance mode. The rover will make adjustments to its path depending on what it sees and will create a temporary point with the goal of going around the obstacle. It will continue to look for additional obstacles, updating its temporary point if any are detected. You can see the distance and bearing to the temporary point in the destination status area. If it is able to reach its temporary point, it will go back to trying to reach its next destination point in normal mode. In this demo video, you will see me use my foot to press down on the rover's track. This is because the tank track is starting to become worn from the many tests that I've done over this course. This wear has caused the track to bind sometimes, and I need to press down on it to relieve the tension and allow it to continue. Once the mission is complete, the rover will stop and the status is displayed here.